And welcome back to another One Piece Grand Final. In the Grand Final, we have Senpai Andy playing Kaido, and he's up against Den playing Zoro. But starting off, we do see the Sunny card being played. Haven't seen him. Kaido, of course, has Island. Typical Kaido player. So here I think we just probably just attack for 6k and then play Island. Next turn we're going to have 7 Don up. Oh, I don't know if this can get punished very poorly by the 1-drop that negs it by 2000. This is interesting. So I haven't tried this strat. I would have just played Island myself, because we also want to get to the 9-drop Kaido too. Yep. Oh, yeah. That's rough. That's going to be rough. See, and the issue I have, right, if we played Island last turn, we would have 7 Don here. We'd play King and play Island's effect next turn, we would have 9 Don, and so we could actually go King into Kaido. Now we're kind of cornered into going King into King or King into Queen X. But we still have a really good play here. Yo, Rudy, thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's a scuff content day today, but it is what it is. Zoro swinging here with 7k. We're probably going to see this come through. He does have Uda. And he added Sunny back. Okay, going wide here. We have 7 Don here. I think in this situation, I would love to see Queen plus the 2-drop blocker. Actually, no. And this is the issue with that one turn where we didn't play Island, because now, like, you can see it starting to stack up, us not getting that Don. Because if we play King this turn and then we play Last Breath, then next turn we're still only going to have 7 Don again. This Kaido's going to be stuck in our hand for quite a while. So, in my opinion, there's 2 plays here. We play King, get rid of Uda, keep 1 mana up for Blast Breath. Or we play Queen and we play the other blocker. And I think I like Queen and the other blocker more. Like, having a 6k blocker is very good. Yeah, I think I like that. And we just play Queen and we discard the Island. At this point, Island's a dead card. The other thing about the choice to play the 3-drop instead of Island is that 3-drop is a 2k counter that now we're not going to have. Yep. So now the question is he going to play King or is he going to go Queen plus blocker? I think both of them are... Ooh. Not the biggest fan of this play for a couple of reasons, but his thinking is so next turn he will be able to ramp up and play this 2 card and gain a Don from it. Yeah, we definitely play the 2 mana spell here. And if it was me last turn, I would have played king instead. I think I would have went with king over playing queen. Now I thought about it a bit more, because queen still has the 1k counter value, where king doesn't. So Zoro has 7 mana, which is gonna send a 5k here, and this is where I think we just get rid of the queen, yeah? Like this is just ditch the queen. I think this is good use for her. Like next time we're playing big Kaido anyway, like when are we gonna get value off the queen? Yeah. And then if he does any 6k attacks, we have a 2k counter, which is nice. I wish I could see Zoro's hand. Oh. I didn't think about this actually. This is kind of massive. That dying there is like, we're still chilling, to be fair. Like we just play Kaido here, and I think we're in a pretty decent spot. I think here we always want to attack the Uda first with our minion, because we don't really want to give him cards in his life. Yeah. And now we just play Kaido and kill the Luffy and attack the Uda, and we'll be chilling. Actually, there's something you could do here very interestingly enough. I actually think this could be a mistake, attacking the Uta. The reason being, if we attack Zoro, it sets up for a lethal where you can just attack with your leader for 12,000. Use your leader, neg 7, get rid of the last life, and then attack with Kaido for game if he doesn't play blocker. I think I would have preferred that play. Because now next turn, we can't represent lethal at all. And that means Zoro has the opportunity here to just basically be as aggressive as he wants. This is safer, to be fair, in the sense that if we live here, we can play Queen, develop Queen next turn, but Queen isn't that safe anyway, because I don't think Zoro's played any jet pistols. So I think if you're trying to rely on the Queen, it's just going to be bad anyway. I think we always use our blocker here. Okay, Sunny's coming in. 7k. Zoro's an 8k attack. I think you just block this, right? Is there much reason not to? And this is what I'm saying, where, see, if last turn, if we attacked face instead of Uda. Oh, I see what he's going to try to go for. Interesting. Oh, he wants to keep the blocker. That's a pretty good draw, actually. I think that allows us to go a bit more defensively here. So I think we attack the... Yeah. Attack Sunny, attack face, and we kill them 2 minions. And we have a blocker. It's actually still not great, to be honest. Good thing is here we can play queen into another blocker, but... So Red has to finish the game here, I think. Yep, there's the Gum pistol I was worried about, and now he plays Zoro, and we do like two... I don't think, because the pistol costs 4, like he's gonna have enough to pressure. Yeah. I think the Kaido play is gonna clutch this out here. Den only has 2 life here. He might not realize like Kaido's effect. We do see the big 5k counter here to protect the life. So if you attack, what you could do... Yeah, I think you just neg 7 and go for game. Yeah. I wouldn't even attach Don, because what that's doing is it takes away... Wait, you click the Rested Don. Rested Don? Oh no! So what he's thinking about doing is doing this attack right for like 6 attacking, hoping he blocks it, and then neg 7ing. He only needs to attach 6 here. But the problem is, the Zoro player should just always take this life, right? The Zoro will just take this life because otherwise you're going to give it his effect. So now you're giving him this 1 extra card to protect himself. Okay, I'm an idiot. Honestly, the screen, I totally forgot that he had 2 life. It was just hard to see. I'm sorry. For some reason, I was looking at it and it looked like 1 life. Even though the previous turn I said Zoro has 2 life. I just brain farted. So I think we just do a 9... do we do 9k and 10k or do we do 7 and 12? I think we do 7k actually. Yeah, 7k and 12 seems a lot better. Because if he uses 4k to counter 7k, it over-counters it anyway. And if he wants to counter 7k, he'd have to use 2 cards. Or he has to use 2 cards anyway, or he has to over-counter by 2,000. So I don't think it matters really, because all up you're going to need 5,000. Yep. So if he has a 2k counter here, he actually lives here, which would be crazy. Oh, that moment when you have to sweat balls and hope he doesn't have the 2k counter plus a 2k. Oh my gosh, that was close. GG. Yo, congratulations, Senpai.
Thank you.
Damn, were you sweating balls a little bit when he counted it like that instead of 2 donuts?
Yeah, when he put all of those counters, I'm like, oh shoot, does he actually have?
Does he actually have it? Yes, that moment where your heart like, oh, but he could, dude, I can't. He conceded so fast. I would have made you sweat. All right.
I was scared.
Are you able to show me your deck?
Yeah.
Yes, sweet. All right, chat. We're gonna have a look at Senpai's deck. This is the deck he played today. Are you able to explain, like, so what's here? We got 2 big kings. That's pretty nice. And yes, you went to 2 7-drop kings. I like this. I've actually done the same thing. My reasoning was the 7-drop king is just so much better versus Law and Zoro.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, the 6-drop king just doesn't do as much well lately, it feels. I am surprised by the 1-drop. What's the reasoning there? You just want more 2k counters, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I just want more 2k counters, so I have all of the 2k counters in here.
Yep.
So I have 16 2k counters. Because I probably will be seeing a lot of Law and Zoro, I do like the 7-drop king to either get rid of like their attackers, which I did in this game, or to like get rid of their blockers. So then they're like calculating, oh yeah, I could survive this much attacks, but then if I play the king, then that kind of foils their method. So there is a lot of usage for the 7-drop king.
I like it. Can I ask?
I feel like, yep.
So you would prefer that 1-drop, like the 2k counter, over the like a 2-drop blocker?
Yes, just because there are a lot of cards in other decks that can either like rest my characters,
yep,
or even KO my characters. Like if
yep,
I'm versing like a purple deck, they can KO it. If I'm versing a green, they could rest it. If I'm versing a red, they could KO it. So I do like the 2k counters.
Okay, that's and so I did notice you played 3 jacks. I personally am a big fan of that card. I think I would definitely be playing 4.
Yeah, I do like him. Like I was deciding, like, oh, do I want to play him? Do I want to play the 4-drop trigger card? The Hawkins. Where is he?
Yes.
It was either him, the old Jack, or the new ulti.
Yep. I don't like the new ulti, actually.
Yeah. I figured I would stick with the Jack because he does have a counter, so I can use him as a counter. And I figured, like, I wanted to, like, make some, like, more room, either for, like, the more counter cards, to really, like, block against, like, the mid-game or late-game attacks. Like, they won't expect it. Like, sometimes I have, like the Thunder and the Blast Breath in my hand late game, and then I have 3 Dawn up, and then that's right there, like 13 block that I can do if they decide to like go tall.
One thing I've noticed as the meta has been evolving and people are becoming more aware of like 2k counters is a lot of players are attacking for either 5,000 or 7,000. So I've noticed myself getting a lot of value from cards that are 1k counters like Jack and the 4-drop Hawkins, because either they do the same thing as a 2k counter, but they also allow it to be a bit more consistent ramp. Just seeing what your thoughts were on that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it does hurt me a little bit when I have to like drop a 2k counter for like a 5 or 6k, actually not a 6k attack. When it's like a 5k attack, I feel bad using it. But then I just remind myself that I do have like 16 2k counters, and then I do have like 5 more 4k counter event cards, and then I do have like my 8 blockers. So I am able, I just have to like really decide when I want to use my counters, or like take a life. Like if they're attacking like my 4k drops, like I'll allow it, depending on how the game goes. But usually I just let them go.
And how are you? I noticed you're playing 3 Hoo-Hoo. I did notice a lot of people did start to cut that card, myself included. But you've added 3 back. Yeah, what's the thought there?
I definitely don't feel like playing 4 because I feel like 4 might be overkill. Because like he does have like no counter, but just because like the meta is like Zoro and Law, I do feel like I do need like some like early game if they do like somehow go wide really fast, I do need like an early game, and it does like get rid of like some of like the early game 3 drops like Okiku. Like if they play that, because that card's pretty good because it does rest my like queen, or it could rest a blocker. So getting rid of her is like helpful. So yeah, I just use him for like in case I ever need him for like the early game.
Okay.
Or I do like the option like he is a 3, and then I do have the king or the Brachio.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about the Brachio Bomber. So what's the how have you been finding that, and have you been getting much value from it? It is a 6 cost spell, quite a lot.
Because I run 2, I do feel like I find its value. Like depending on the matchup, I have to decide. Okay, I'll wait to use it until they play this card. Like if I'm versing green, I'll definitely wait until they play like the Law, and then I'll Brachio. And I do like it because I can, if I want to, and if I have the cards in my hand, I can KO 2 cards at if I do have like the Who's Who and the Brachio, or like the Who's Who and the King.
And this is what I'm wondering about Brachio Bomber. Would you not rather play a 4th Kaido or even a 3rd King instead of 1? I do know that you
Kaido or a 3rd King. I do like the gamble of having it as a trigger early on.
Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, some trigger value. Definitely, I can see that.
Yeah. Just because we're still in a best of 1 battles.
Yep.
Like if I don't get my ramp, which I have the 4 Onis, the 3 Jacks, and if I want to, I also have the Sasaki. He's like my last option, but sometimes I just gotta play him.
Yep.
So I do have 11 cards for ramp, and just having like the Thunder or the Brachio just adds just a little bit more probability of getting the ramp cards that I do need.
Okay. One last thing I was going to ask. I did notice you're playing 3 Last Breaths and 2 of the 2 mana. What was the reason there? You don't want 4 Blast Breath and 1? Or is it because of the trigger value we're going for?
I think I just made this change today because I was running 4 Blast Breath, but then just going along, like there were just some games when I just didn't get like the ramp that I needed. So having I switched it out for a Thunder.
Yep.
Just because like it does add a ramp purpose. Like if I want to take the early lives where I'm down to 2, if I do that option, I'll definitely have a lot of counters for the mid-late game, and so I can activate, if I do use this as the counter, I can activate its second ability where I get an extra Dawn. And the same thing with Brachio, they both have the triggers where I get a Dawn.
Okay. Awesome, that pretty much covered up the deck review for me. Did you have anything you wanted to add on top about your deck or your choices?
I don't know if it's like a top, like definitely since OP1 is coming out this Friday, I'll be having a lot of in-person practice with other people and other decks, so this will definitely change. Like I'm just constantly changing this, little things like 3 to 4, or little things to just
I have to ask
improve
you, because it's not mentioned, you are allowed to play it, but I'm assuming you're testing for the expansion the set coming out this week. But I notice you don't have any Douglas bullets. What's going on?
I just don't like that he's an 8-drop, and like I feel like similar to like the first promo Kaido, it's kind of like that's your whole turn. You're like using 8 of your Dawn for the whole turn, and he doesn't have rush, and I can like use his effect. I think yes, I can if I want to on the turn he's played. But then it'll just be a lot of like setup. Like I'll definitely need to have characters on the board before I play him, so then my characters can attack the rested characters, or if I want to go for life.
All right, we have a Douglas hater.
Like,
we're gonna have to. Yeah. We can't post this video on YouTube now. We can't spread this this Douglas hater, right? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, that's great to hear another point of view about Douglas. Last thing I wanted to mention. On your turn 2, you decided to play Susuke instead of Island. I'm wondering about that decision. Do you...
Yes, I remember. It's just because like I was versing what was I versing? A Zoro deck?
Yes.
It's just because like Zoro, like he just goes wide in his attacks. He has a lot of rush. So I'd rather play a character where I could potentially attack for next turn, rather than just having an island. Because they'll, if he survives, which I don't remember if he did.
He didn't survive. Actually, I mentioned it on stream. If he has the one drop that negs 2000, he's gonna get it's gonna feel bad. And unfortunately, the Zoro player did have the combo to remove him.
Yeah, so I did take that gamble.
Yep.
But I think in the long run, I would prefer to have him on the field.
Yep.
So then I could have an additional attack next turn to attack his characters that have rush.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for the interview, and appreciate that. And congrats on your win again. And yeah, we'll see you in the next tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, how do I end this this video? Let me put on my video capture device. I'll just go like this. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, remember, leave a like, comment any feedback we have. If you want to join in on these tournaments, get in on the action, join the Discord below, and we'll see you next time. See ya. Alright, we're done, boys. I'm going to end